Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Shamar coming back with another lesson. And in this lesson, I just wanted to speak on, a general topic of, brothers need to, it doesn't apply to everybody, of course, yet. I'm sure it does apply to brothers here and there, maybe more so to new brothers coming into the faith that are younger in the faith that may not make the best choice all the time because they don't really know the best choice to make. Because you're when you just come in, you may think that you know right from wrong or how to handle every situation, but in all actuality, you don't. Because you don't have that much experience as far as being in the truth, being seasoned in the truth, for a long period of time. First and foremost, a prime example being our apostles and elders. All right, they have so much experience and things they've been through in life to speak upon because they've been in the truth that long. Yet for younger brothers and all that, you're not at a point to where you really know the right choice to make all the time. And in most situations, it's better for you to seek counsel rather than you make your own decision and go off of your own thoughts that you think may be right based on, how you view things. All right. Now, you don't need counsel on every last decision you make, yet a lot of the choices that Jake's be making be the wrong choices when you could have seek counsel for it and avoided that situation. All right. Whether it be a financial situation, right? Or you getting pursuing a different job, or you trying to make a move or something and you may not know everything, the ins and outs about it, and then you seek counsel and ask another brother about the situation, and they can enlighten you way more, and then your whole thought process about it changes, and you just be like, no, I'm gonna fall back, all because you seek counsel before making the move, versus you making that move and then regretting it later, or suffering the consequences later from, something that could have been avoided. But the first scripture I wanted to get in is, well, matter of fact, I'm gonna get this other one first. This is Sirach 37, and yeah. This is Sirach 37 and 16. Let reason go before every enterprise and counsel before every action. So if you letting reason go before everything, what does that mean? You're supposed to be thinking, before you act. Just like, the worldly saying, think before you speak. You should be thinking before you make a move. You should be thinking about what are the pros and cons to this decision that I'm thinking of making. Because by you doing that, a lot of the times you're gonna move a certain way when you do let reason go before the action, right? All right, because you may, like, for example, right, you may be like, oh, I'm thinking about buying a new car. But then if you let reason go before your action, reason would tell you to look at your budgeting or your finances and see would that be able to fit in your budget before you even go and buy the car, or do you even need the car in the first place? Is it a thing that you can go without? Why do you want to get it? All these different things. All right. So think about it before you make a move. And that's just, like I said, a random example. All right. There could be many different examples. All right. But that's just, the first one that comes to mind. All right. Okay. Or then another example is you getting a job. Oh, this job is paying, it sounds good, how much they can pay you, the hours, this and that, but then you ain't gonna be able to make it to camp. So then you obviously, in that situation, reason goes before the action, and you're going to be like, no, I'm not going to do that because you understand you're not going to make camp. Yet what I'm saying is that you should have that thought process with every action that you do make, no matter how big or little that it may be. All right, because every action has a reaction. Okay, and like the scripture says here, you should be seeking counsel before every action that you take, man. And like I said, this is mainly for younger brothers because you may assume that you know the right move to make, but a lot of the times you don't. You ask a different brother, a higher up brother, or a brother that's more seasoned in the truth about the whatever move or decision you finna do. A lot of the times they're gonna tell you to not do whatever you was thinking about doing, and they have a great reason why not to do it because they let that reason go before the action. You tell them what you was about to act upon, and then automatically the reasoning that they come up with not to do it is a spiritual reason, and it makes perfect sense why you shouldn't do that. And then at the same time, it's something that you wouldn't have thought of doing because you're not that seasoned, or you just haven't been, you're not that experienced, all right? Because you're younger in the faith, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yet at the same time, you don't want to go and make your own choices and make the wrong choice, man. All right, when it can be all avoided. You just like the scriptures say, when you come into this truth, man, you need someone to teach you this word, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in order for you to understand it and go and teach the next man. So how much more in how you should carry yourself in life or your walk, how much more so your walk throughout life. You think that you can just, oh, you came in the truth and now you know everything to do, you know all the right moves to make. No, you don't, man. And that's being proud. You assuming that you know the right things to do when you haven't even discussed it with any other brother to get a second opinion or a second view on it. Because that's extra confirmation. All right. Because the scripture tell you, like it says in Matthew's, where two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst. So you seeking counsel from other brothers in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you're going to either get that extra confirmation or they're going to let you know to not do that move that you were thinking about doing or whatever thing that you were thinking of doing. All right, and that goes into the next scripture I wanted to get, which is First Corinthians. Let me see. Yeah, First Corinthians 10 and 23. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. So it's not profitable, you know. Yes, obviously it's not going to be going off because you shouldn't be thinking of doing anything that's going off in the first place. Yet at the same time, it could be something that's not even um, unlawful. Yet at the same time, for your spirit in particular, or for you in particular, it's it's not expedient. It's not profitable unto your spiritual growth. So you shouldn't be doing that, or you shouldn't be doing that move. Okay? All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. And a lot of the things that can be avoided, you know, through counsel. That's the main thing I wanted to get at. All right. And another scripture I want to get to that while I'm thinking of it. Yeah, this is Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Now, I'm not saying that's the extreme case scenario that's going to happen necessarily, but you being willful, so to speak, and assuming that you know the right decisions to make, that it may seem right unto you, but what? The way that you're heading is going to destroy you. It's going to hinder your growth. It's going to fuck you up basically. You're going to get judged when you could have avoided that judgment, or you could have avoided that suffering. All right, and all the way in the way that it could have been avoided is by you doing what? Going back to that other scripture which I brought out, which is you letting count you in Sirach 37 and 16, letting reason go before every enterprise and counsel before every action, man. There's a reason why the scriptures speak about seeking counsel before every move, before every action. And it didn't even specify. It just said before every action. Now, obviously, you should have some type of common sense to know what to ask and what not to ask. Yet at the same time, like I'm saying with younger brothers, you should be asking way more, counsel than any other brother in the truth. Because you literally don't know the right decision to make a lot of the times. You should be staying as low key as possible when you first come into the truth. Yeah, you know how You know how Jake be when they first come in, man. All right, let's just be real. All right, everybody done been there. You know, when you first come in. So what I'm saying is that you should be seeking counsel as much as possible, though, for younger brothers in the faith that when you first come in, and you could tell which brothers do, you know, because the brothers that do seek counsel, what happens? They seek counsel, they follow through with the counsel they received, and what? Boom, they just doing way better. They super, you know, they just moving smooth through the spirit because they seek that counsel, they sought that counsel, and they followed through with it and didn't, you know, go against the counsel they received or try to do their own thing, because that's not what this truth is about. And that's not what being in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is about. It's not about doing your own thing. It's about doing what's beneficial for Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the body, man. All right, what's going to be beneficial for you to continue to be in a yes, like the video had cut out and everything, but like I was saying, what's going to be profitable for you to be a servant of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man? Because that's the times that we're in, where you need to be making moves and decisions that are not going to hinder you in the spirit or not going to stunt your growth in the spirit, man. Why do things that are going to cause you to suffer when it could have been avoided? It's all about, like the scripture, this is just the perfect thing, you know, letting reason go before every action as well as seeking counsel. Think about the outcomes of the things that you think about the outcomes of decisions that you make, man. Before you do make those decisions, understand the repercussions of it. Understand the different scenarios, the pros and the cons. Should you really do this move? Is it even beneficial for you? What are you going to get out of it? What could you lose from doing it? You know, all these different things should be coming across your mind, man. And like I said, brothers, when you first coming in, you're not really going to have that type of mindset, so to speak, right out the gate. This is a type of mindset you develop over time. And you develop that type of mindset by what? You seeking counsel from other brothers, you following through with that counsel, and you experiencing different things throughout you being in the faith, man. Because in that whole process, when you seeking counsel, you go and do different things and everything. That's how you develop that that discernment to know which moves to make and which moves not to make, and then you know when to go and seek counsel on certain things. And that's all a learning process, okay? But that's all I wanted to go into real quick through the spirit. You know, it was just on my mind, on my spirit to speak on it. Okay, so I just wanted to go into that real quick. Lord's will is edifying, and I'm gonna wrap it up on that. You know, give all praises again to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom Tada Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.